Are you hiring in a hurry or building a team on purpose? That's what I'm going to be talking about today. So translation to that is do not hire in a hurry. I'm going to be talking all things recruitment today and about especially keeping the emotion out of it. We want to be using data and logic always to drive our decision making, especially in recruitment. We have all been there where things get busy, workload gets on top of us, we're on that hamster wheel, we're stressed out, and our mind jumps straight to, I need to hire more staff. That's going to solve my problems. What if I said hiring may not be the answer to your problems? What if I said, slow down, take the emotion out of it, and let's get really, really intentional about our recruitment strategies? Because at the end of the day, hiring on emotion can and will backfire. Does your business have a documented recruitment process? So a process that is written down and followed every time that you would like to initiate a recruitment cycle. Every business, no matter their size, should have a documented recruitment process. So first step, if that's something you don't have, I would be looking into implementing having a documented recruitment process. What I mean by a documented recruitment process is having a clear outline for how your business, so how will you performance review throughout their employment, the new hire. Today, I want to focus mainly on the preliminary checks and evaluations step in your recruitment process that you will have documented, because this is the part that we can get emotional and skip over, and it's the part where we can make the most mistakes and where we can have costs that are unnecessary. So in your preliminary steps, you should have a documented process where you're asking yourself questions to determine whether or not a recruitment is required. So evaluating the need for a new employee. Some questions, and this is not all the questions you could ask yourself, but some questions that you may ask yourself. What is the problem that I'm trying to solve by hiring a new recruit? Do I have too much workload? Do I have a skills gap? Is the business going through rapid growth? Or is there just inefficiencies within my current resource or staff? Is this a problem that's temporary, or is it ongoing? Is it short-term and project-based, or is it an ongoing issue with workload? Is it seasonal? Is it that we ramp up in summer, but we drop off, the workload drops off in winter? It's not sustainable workload, it's seasonal. Some more questions you might ask yourself is what happens if I don't, what would happen if I didn't hire someone right now? Is my service going to drop off? Is the quality going to drop off? Am I going to lose clients? Or is it just uncomfortable right now but manageable? Does your business have the systems and leadership capacity to even onboard a new recruit right now? Do you have the capacity to train a new recruit? Or is this just a sign or an opportunity for my business to tighten up its current processes before we go ahead and grow the team? Have you considered alternatives to hiring? Some questions you might ask yourself there is, could I redistribute current tasks among my team or subcontractors to free up some time? Could I improve my current systems? Could I delegate more? Do I need admin support to free up some time? Is there any tasks that I could automate that would free up time? Could I implement job management software or some sort of scheduling software that's going to free up some extra time for me? Any tasks that I can automate? Could I outsource certain tasks? Could I outsource bookkeeping, marketing? Could I upskill anyone in my current staff to be able to fill that skills gap? Have I evaluated what the financial impact is going to be on my business if I hire a new staff member right now? Can the business afford the full cost of a new hire? Thinking about super, leave, insurances, training, equipment, vehicles, all the things. Is this new role going to be a role that generates revenue, or is it going to be a support role? What's the return on investment going to be for that role? What will my new break even be with the increased overheads? How many more leads am I going to need to bring in? What's my conversion rate going to need to be? How many billable hours am I going to need to be able to cover the costs of this new employee? What is the rate of pay going to be for the new employee? So there's so many questions that need to be answered before, so that we can move ourselves out of emotional and into logic through gathering the data. Ask questions, lots and lots of questions. Have I defined the role of this new employee before I go ahead and start advertising? Clarity around what the role is important, not just for you, but for the applicant. The applicant wants to know what role they're applying for. Have you got a job description? Have you listed specific tasks and outcomes that this person's going to be responsible for? What are the skills and qualifications that they're going to need? How will I know that this person is going to be successful in their role? Do I have KPIs attached to the role so I can monitor their performance? And then who is this person? What are the values and behaviors that are important to your business and to your team's culture, so that we know who we're looking for, so that we know what we're looking for, so that we can find the right fit for our existing team that's going to contribute to your business's culture. Because we know it only takes one bad apple to spoil the bunch, right? We always want to be protecting our team's culture. So let's get clear on who that is and what that is before we jump to recruitment. I hope that gets you kind of thinking. It's just a few preliminary questions that you might want to be answering before you go and post that job ad or start interviewing, to get yourself out of the emotional into the logic. So taking time in the preliminary stage and having a process can really save you time, money, headaches, etc. down the track. And we want to be building a strong and really aligned team from day one. So let's get really intentional about that. I hope that you all have a documented recruitment process, or you are working on your documented recruitment process, or that this may have sparked a need in you to go ahead and start implementing a documented recruitment process. If you would like some help on this, please reach out to us. We are happy to support. If you don't know if you need a new staff member, or whether you should be hiring, jump on a call with Kate. She can tell you in 10 minutes of looking at your profit and loss if the numbers add up to yes, we need to hire or not.